welcome back to another video on my channel, and welcome to my channel if you are new. So this is actually quite an unexpected video. I didn't think I was going to film anything until like the weekend again, but here I am because I don't usually jump on trends, but I just felt like I needed to this time because my brain has been messed up, and yeah. So this whole Yanny or Laurel thing has been trending everywhere on the internet, and if you don't know what it is, it's basically an audio recording of a robotic voice saying Yanny and Laurel at the same time, and people hear either one. From my experience, most people seem to be able to hear Yanny, and I think I understand why now, so I'm going to try and explain that to you. First of all, I'm going to play the recording. So yeah, that is the video. I'm sure most of you have seen it if you are watching this right now, but basically I'm going to tell you what I've heard. So when I first listened to it, I heard Yanny. I could not hear Laurel at all. I didn't understand how anyone could hear Laurel out of that, because obviously Yanny and Laurel are two completely different words, but obviously they both have two syllables. To me, that's the only similarity that there is between the two words, but I could only hear Yanny. And then I looked into it, I'd done a bit of research, and basically Yanny is said in a higher pitch than Laurel. They're both said at exactly the same time, but Yanny is said at a higher pitch, Laurel is said at quite a low pitch. And apparently because I'm younger, I'm more likely to hear a higher frequency, because if you didn't already know, teenagers and like younger children can hear higher frequencies than adults can. Some of my friends, when I showed them today, could only hear Laurel. I could still only hear Yanny at school. So since I first heard this recording, I've wanted to be able to hear Laurel just to see what it sounded like. I was intrigued, and no matter what I tried, I could not hear Laurel. I tried to like think it in my brain. I was thinking Laurel, 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 still didn't work. And by the time I got through all my lessons and that, I just didn't really care anymore, until about 15 minutes ago when my best friend FaceTimed me, and she was like, I can now hear Yanny. Like, she turned her phone around the other way and then she could hear Yanny, because she could only hear Laurel earlier, and she like turned her phone the other way and she could hear Yanny. Then it switched back to Laurel and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and just experiment with this. So I ended the call. I started like playing the video of it when it says it over and over again. I was turning my phone in different directions, turning the volume up and down, moving it different distances away from me, just anything to try and hear Laurel. And then what I did was I put my phone really close to my ear and I listened really closely, and I could hear Laurel, but I could still hear Yanny louder, but I could hear Laurel. So I was like excited about it, and I was like, yes, finally I can actually hear Laurel. It's still quite faint to me, but I now hear both at the same time, but I do still hear Yanny clearer. Like, I don't see how people only hear Laurel, because Laurel is actually like a softer kind of word, if you know what I mean, because apparently it's to do with the L's as well. Letter L has a much softer sound than Y, and apparently that's why a lot of people hear Yanny, because Laurel is actually like softer and harder to pick up. There are loads of other videos where like scientists explain it and stuff, so like go watch them. Comment what you hear down below, and if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up down below, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe too. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! I do, but I don't know how to put it into words. Do you know what? I don't even know. Well, that was a complete mess.